Hey everybody, how you doing? So this is Nils at Idaho Pulse, and today I wanted to bring you a video of the top 10 things that you can do to help your house sell when you're putting it on the market. These are things that should probably be thought of before you actually contact a real estate agent, before you actually list it and take pictures. These are things that typically I would expect someone to do in the weeks before you actually list the home, maybe even further out if you're that kind of person that likes to plan ahead. But I wanted to go ahead and just list maybe 10 things that we as a real estate agents think that you should be looking for in your house to make improvements, to maybe just do simple things like cleaning up, things that you may want to put a little bit of money into. So we're going to get into the top 10 things that are going to help you hopefully sell your house, maybe even get a little more money out of it. That'd be nice. We all want that. And hopefully just attract more buyers, especially in the market that we're in right now. It's more of a buyer's market. So it's ever important to make sure that buyers not only are attracted to click on your house, but once they click on the image online or the real estate agent shows them the house, you want them to be interested. You want them to know more about the property. You want them to want to know more about the property, and you want them to hopefully make an offer. That's the whole goal. So let's get into it. Let's get into the 10 things that we at Idaho Pulse recommend that you do before you list your home for sale. Okay, so number one, we feel like landscaping is super important. I think that when you put a little bit of time and care into things like landscaping, that's kind of the curb appeal. That's what people look at when they're walking up to your house or they go in your backyard. The two things that I think a lot of people are the most interested in is going to be the curb appeal when you first pull up to the house, that feeling that somebody gets when they first look at your front door, look at your garage door, look at your grass, look at your plants, your flower bed, any extras you might have put in like a little water fountain or something like that. Okay, so the number two thing that we say that you should do before you list your house for sale, get a storage unit. A lot of storage places have deals where you get 1 month free or you get the first month 50% off. And so it may take you a little while to sell your house, especially in this market. It may take a few months. It's not going to be days like it was before. So I would recommend getting a storage unit with a really good rate and declutter your house. Empty your closets, empty your garage. Empty extra furniture that may be cluttering things up. Lean on your real estate agent. You know, when I come to the house and I'm going to look at your house, if I was going to list it myself, I would probably recommend you should probably remove this, remove that, take these pictures off. You want to make it look as neutral as possible for as many buyers as possible. Okay, so number 3 on our list is going to be definitely decluttering the house from kid stuff and from pet stuff. And so the pet stuff could be anything from bones laying around the house, toys, chew toys. Could be dander from the dogs. You need to definitely clean the house really well and make it so that you can't really tell the dog lives there, I think. Smell is a very important thing. You cannot tell smell from the pictures, but you can definitely tell the second you walk into a house if someone has a animal that they aren't really appreciating the smell of. And then the kids side, most people have kids. A lot of people have kids, especially if you're under the age of 50. And so everybody recognizes that, hey, kids are messy. Kids have stuff. Kids have toys. Kids don't really care if their room is clean. But when you're selling your house, you need to get past all that. Get rid of all the kids' toys. Get rid of all the junk that kids kind of accumulate. Try to make this house look like it's extremely neat. You don't want to make it look like no kids live there, but you want to make it look as little as possible and as neutral as possible in those regards. Okay, so the next thing on our list is going to be hire a home inspector. I think it's important to hire a home inspector, and it's actually a very cheap investment. Generally speaking, most home inspectors are about $500 depending on the size of the house. If you already have an understanding of what's wrong with the house when you're selling it, you can fix that stuff, nip it in the bud, and make sure that you fix it beforehand. You want to give the buyer as little chance as possible to be able to negotiate. So a lot of people discount this on the seller side, but I think in this market especially, it's very important to get a home inspection. You already have it ready. You can show the potential buyers, hey, we've already done a home inspection. Here's the results, and these things we already fixed. We took care of all these things. So the house, according to this home inspector, and you can give them a call yourself. They think the home is in fantastic condition, and we've remedied all the things that they recommended that we remedy. Okay, so number 5 on our list is going to be clean your house. And I know this seems obvious. This is something that everyone's going to say, well, yeah, no kidding. But one thing people don't consider is clean to you is not always clean to somebody else. What you want to do, and this is the whole goal of this, is to make your house look cleaner and smell fresher than the house that they currently have. So if you've got someone who's an extreme neat freak coming in your front door and they just keep their house spotless, you want them to either say, wow, this is like I would keep my house, or this is actually cleaner than I would keep my house. I'm really impressed. And this usually requires hiring a professional cleaning service. Most people do not have the ability to clean their house to make it like perfectly clean to where it impresses people. Okay, so the next one on our list, number 6, is going to be make your house as neutral as possible. Remove things in your house that are specific to you. A lot of people are hunters in Idaho, for instance, just to give an example. Not everybody is into hunting. Not everybody is into animal heads hanging on the walls. Not everybody is into guns, having antique guns hanging on the wall, or flags that say Second Amendment and all that stuff. Even though that might be a passion for you, removing that stuff and making your house as neutral as possible is going to be the best for yielding the most amount of people that are interested in your home. Okay, so the next one on our list, number 7, is going to be replace outdated fixtures, lighting fixtures, things that might be outdated, like maybe the pull knobs on your cabinets, things like that could really make your house look dated. Sometimes that stuff's not very expensive. You can go to Home Depot and you can buy a contemporary chandelier to replace your really outdated one from the 80s or 90s or whatever. Something that would really kind of make your house look nicer, something that's right in your face, like something hanging from the ceiling, or even just light bulbs in the ceiling. If you have like really ugly looking can lights, maybe get some drop-in ones that are cheap from Home Depot, kind of make it look a little bit more contemporary. There's things that you can do depending on the house, of course, and maybe your real estate agent can help. But if I'm walking through a house, I have that kind of eye. I'm good at fixing things. I'm good at installing things. I have an eye for how to do things. I definitely would walk around and help the customer and kind of tell them, this would probably cost you $300 to do X, Y, and Z. I think it's a good investment. I think you'll get at least that money back on the money you get for the house. Okay, so number 8 on our list is going to be shampoo or replace the carpets that need to get replaced. This is important. This one right here, if somebody walks into your house, first of all, a carpet that really needs to get replaced, maybe it smells funny, maybe it doesn't, maybe you're used to it and you don't even realize it, but just having stains and maybe some shredded ends of the carpet, maybe the carpet's pulling away from the boards a little bit, these things really catch people's attention. Okay, so number 9 on our list is going to be something that I think a lot of people would automatically assume. But one thing maybe some people aren't automatically assuming is how you get it done properly and make it look professional. So the thing we're going to talk about now is painting and touching up your paint. So when you have a house that is just in really poor condition, the walls have just not been taken care of, there's just chips and dents, and the colors have faded over the years, and it's been 10, 15 years since the house had a good paint job, I would recommend hiring a professional painter to come in and just do a fresh coat of paint over the whole house. It's a good opportunity also to kind of change the color a little bit, maybe get some ideas on maybe a warmer color, maybe something that'll open up the space a little bit. But if your house has been painted in the recent past and it's not in too bad a condition, just has some holes from picture frames and some scuffs from the kids and maybe banging into it when you're bringing the groceries in, there's definitely ways to match the paint. Okay, so now we're at number 10. So number 10 on our list, as you might have guessed, is hire a good real estate agent. So a real estate agent is going to help you not only just putting it online into the MLS. There's a lot of things that you can use a real estate agent for to lean on them for their experience. There's a lot of real estate agents, I'll be honest, that are not very good. They just don't put the time in. They don't put the effort in. They have 20 deals going at once and you're just another number to them. That's when talking to the real estate agent kind of gives you an impression upon how much time they're going to give you, how much effort they're going to put in. What kind of marketing do they use? How do they approach the market? How do they approach customers? How do they market your home to prospective buyers? What kind of techniques do they use? And then also, have them walk through your house, get a feel for what they say about your home. Do they think, are they giving you suggestions? Do they think that your home's going to do well in this market? Things like that really help kind of set you up for success. You can take a failure in the beginning, something that might have failed if you continued down that path, and you can steer it towards the correct direction pretty quickly if you know what you're doing. That's something I can definitely help you with. So if you need a real estate agent in the Treasure Valley area, I'm glad to help. I can come out and give you a free consultation, bring you a CMA, kind of talk to you about what the homes are worth in your area, what they're selling for, kind of give you some recent solds and some ones that are on the market currently. So if you need any help with that, I'm happy to help. If you don't use us, hopefully you use somebody that has those qualifications and qualities, someone who knows how to negotiate well and knows how to read the room. So hopefully this helped you out. Hopefully this list of 10 things really kind of set you in the right direction. Maybe these are things that you were going to do anyways. Maybe half of them you had thought of, maybe half of them you didn't. So drop us a comment if you have any questions, if you have any suggestions for us. If you liked what we've told you or didn't like it, leave us a comment. We're open to constructive criticism as well as compliments. So like and subscribe. That helps us out as well. We always say that, but that does help us. So for now, good luck with your listing. Good luck in real estate, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.